If Africa had invented the internet first, we wouldn't be addicted to our phones. The internet wouldn't teach us to scroll faster. It would teach us how to think. We are told the internet is a European-American invention, a natural result of Western progress, an inevitable outcome of history. But history is not a straight line. It does not move on its own. History is shaped by choices, power, and chance. And when we understand that, a forbidden question appears. What if Africa invented the internet before Europe? Not as science fiction, not as fantasy, but as an alternative evolution of technology. Because before cables, before satellites, before servers and algorithms, Africa already had networks. Trade routes stretched across thousands of kilometers, across deserts, across oceans, across empires. But it wasn't only goods that traveled. Stories traveled. Knowledge traveled. Wisdom moved with people. Information did not live inside machines. It lived inside memory. History was carried through voices. Through poetry, through storytelling. In cities like Timbuktu, there were universities, hundreds of thousands of manuscripts. Knowledge did not belong to corporations. It belonged to communities. Today, we consume information. We scroll through it. We swallow it quickly. But in that world, knowledge was not consumed. It was transmitted, and with transmission came responsibility. Connection was not entertainment, it was obligation. If Africa had built the internet, its foundation would not be speed. It would be meaning. It would not be designed for endless scrolling. It would be designed for intentional exchange. The question wouldn't be, how fast can information travel? It would be, who should receive it? Algorithms would not optimize addiction. They wouldn't trap you in infinite loops. They would protect balance. They would know when enough is enough. Privacy wouldn't be a feature, not a setting you turn on or off. Privacy would be a principle, a basic respect for human dignity. In this world, the internet wouldn't grow from machines. It would grow from human networks. Nodes wouldn't be servers. They would be people. Servers wouldn't be buildings. They would be cities. Autonomous software be basics. Access wouldn't depend on wealth. It would depend on trust. Information would move slowly. But nothing important would be lost. Because wisdom doesn't rush. Wisdom waits. In this reality, Europe wouldn't export platforms to the world. It would adapt to them. African languages would shape digital logic. Stories would matter more than statistics. Context would outweigh clicks. Power wouldn't come from owning data. It would come from understanding relationships. Technology would serve culture. Not erase it. There would be no viral content. No infinite feeds, no economy built on distraction. The internet wouldn't be free, but IT wouldn't be predatory. Progress would be slower, but collapse would be harder. We might be less connected, but more aware. Grounded. More human. This evolution didn't fail because Africa lacked intelligence, or creativity, or vision. It failed because power chose differently. History did not choose the best path. It chose the strongest one. And once that choice was made, every other possibility was forgotten. Today, we live inside a network that connects everyone and understands almost no one. We call this evolution, but evolution is not always progress. Some paths are lost forever, others are still possible. The future does not ask, where technology comes from. It asks, what kind of humans will use it? Change happened, but not every evolution is progress.